Here we are outside Southern Cross Station, formerly known as Spencer Street Station, at the corner of Collins and Spencer Street in Melbourne, holding a banner. This is part of a Wednesday action group action that's been going on now for 20 years, where we reclaim open public space around the Melbourne CBD to highlight that it's only a fully engaged public that actually has the potential to change policies, social issues, address social issues. For the last 20 years, all around Melbourne, we've had constant problems with private security, problems with security from Melbourne City Council, and also problems with police. Most people don't seem to realise that we have a right to actually hold vigils, protests on open public space, which means the footpath. Now, over the last 20 years, we've had particularly increasing problems here at Southern Cross Station. It's quite an interesting proposition. Now, if you look here on the floor, there's a little metal line there on the, if you look there, there's a little metal line. Now, that metal line actually divides private property from the public footpath. Now, most people will be surprised to learn that Southern Cross Station actually is private property. Although we have a public transport system, which is run obviously by private organisations, Southern Cross Station is private property. In 2001, a consortium, which was part of the IFM investment group, was given the task of revitalising Spencer Street Station, as it was known then, and then renamed Southern Cross Station. It took 5 years to revitalise the station, and they received a 30-year lease in a public-private partnership to manage the station on behalf of the state government, which is costing Victorians hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, the tragedy is that the public footpath has basically been legislated out of existence. The public footpath here is 90 centimetres, and the dispute we have every time we have here is the fact that people are standing across the line handing out literature. Now, I know this sounds like a particularly pathetic, piddly little thing. It's not pathetic, it's not piddly, because if you don't have freedom of assembly in a democratic society, you have nothing. There are three freedoms which underpin a democratic society: freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and freedom of association. In Australia, we have no constitutional right to freedom of speech. We only have an implied right in certain situations. In Australia, as we've seen with the trade union movement, which has been legislated out of existence, we have no freedom of association, where members of the CFMEU can actually be hauled up before a kangaroo court, the Building Industry Commission, and actually be jailed for not answering questions. And now we are seeing a wholesale attack on the freedom to be able to assemble in a peaceful manner to interact with the public regarding major social issues. And we've used these Wednesday Action Group vigils to highlight questions about social security benefits, highlight questions about defence, highlight questions about health, education, Medicare, public housing, public arts, and the list goes on and on. So there's one way in which we can actually physically interact with the public. Now, if you look again, what's happened because of the terrorist outrages that have occurred, around the world and in the city, we've now had all these bollards placed across the public footpath. So there's actually no public footpath left outside Southern Cross Station. Now, the tragedy is, when I was looking at the ownership of the people who own the lease, IFM Investments, which manages over $140 billion of assets in this country, I was shocked to find that IFM actually represents 27 industry-based superannuation groups. That's 27 trade union affiliated superannuation groups. Now, currently, the trade union's been under attack for having the audacity to organise, not even strike, which is illegal in this country,
we now have this ridiculous situation where we have the trade unions through IFM Investments, an investment arm of the superannuation fund to industry trade union-based funds, actually denying us the right to freely assemble in a maybe 2 to 3 metre space. Because not only does it denies our right to assemble, it also puts it at risk, because Spencer Street is one of the busiest roads in this city, and the fact that we have to be a few centimetres from the end of the road puts us at physical risk. Now, this is not just a problem here at Southern Cross. Federation Square in Melbourne is also privatised space. We've had the same issues there. And around the city, we are finding that more and more spaces are privatised. You may remember the Max chocolate dispute at Queen Victoria, where the old Queen Victoria Hospital was, and they won that case because the area between the old Queen Victoria block that's left and the chocolate shop was actually open public space, but obviously there may be legislation in place to make it privatised. It's the same with City Square. We don't actually have a City Square anymore. So it's an important issue, because what happens is that if people in authority, private security, police, actually have the authority because of the law to move you on, then that right to freely assemble in a democratic society is challenged. And if you can't assemble in a democratic society, it means you can't physically organise. You may be able to organise the World Wide Web, but we're talking the talk without walking the walk is basically a total waste of time. Because knowledge is not power. I mean, we know this is 90 centimetres that we're entitled to, which has now got all these bollards in the way. We know that. But it's useless if we didn't come here. Nobody knows that this is privatised space. They think the railway station belongs to the state government. It may belong to the state government, but it's leased to this IFM investment group until 2035, and then most likely they'll re-extend the lease. And the tragedy is, with these private-public partnerships, is you don't know how much taxpayers' money is going to these people to manage the station. If it was in the hands of the state government, I can assure you that the costs would be infinitesimal compared to what they are today. Because these private public partnerships are commercial in confidence, which means although we as taxpayers pay the bill, we are not entitled to look at the contract. We don't know what the profit motive is, we don't know how much is paid, we don't know how long, all we know is how long the contract lasts. So we are here in this David and Goliath struggle. We are here in this tilting at windmill struggle for you. And we encourage you to do two things. One, contact the Premier of Victoria, Daniel Andrews' office, and ask him what's going on, what's this all about. Contact the Honourable Mr. Greg Pompey, AO, who is the chairperson, former secretary of the ACTU, and a federal parliamentarian and a minister. Contact him. He's the chairman of the IFM investment group. Ask him what's going on, and contact your local trade union fund, and contact your local superannuation fund and say that you will withdraw your funds unless this problem is resolved. To have the trade union movement involved in this dispute is tragic. Of all the organisations that exist in this country, you would expect a movement which has been legislated in existence, which has lost the right to strike outside an enterprise bargaining agreement period, which faces legislation which is going to consign them to the dustbin of history, which doesn't allow them to organise on workplaces. You'd think they, of all people, would understand that it's essential that we all have the right to assemble on open public space. So you may think it's a little thing. Think about it. Think about what would happen if you didn't have the right to assemble. Think about what would happen if you have to go to the police station to ask for a permit, as they did in South Africa and Queensland, to conduct a protest march. Think of what it would mean is if you couldn't open your mouth and talk about what's happening in the world today. Think about it if you couldn't actually freely associate with other people in the peaceful organisations which are involved in activities which highlight growing concerns in the community. And having the right to assemble is one of those fundamental rights of any society which calls itself democratic. Because in a democratic society, ultimate political authority doesn't rest in the hands of the state, it doesn't rest in the hands of the government of the day, it doesn't rest in the hands of the corporate sector, it doesn't rest in the hands of the national or government bureaucracy. It rests in the hands of a fully engaged public. And that is the problem. In this country, although the gap between the rich and the poor is increasing, although over 30% of Australians with social security benefits are basically being tortured in many ways to receive their benefits, including single parents. We'll talk about that another day. The fact is that most Australians, saddled by debt, leaving university or a tertiary institution with a HECS debt, trying to pay rent in a no wage growth economy, saddled by debt, are concerned what's going on, don't actually think that these are important issues. But these are the issues that are fundamental to our ability to organise to improve the lives of the people around us and to improve our lives of our work colleagues or the people we interact with. This is fundamental. Look at what's happening in the streets of Hong Kong, where you're seeing millions of people mobilising every weekend to protect those fundamental rights and liberties which we take for granted, which are being whittled away on a daily basis by legislatures both at the local, state and federal level. So, join us next week, the 14th and the 21st and the 28th of August 2019 at midday sharp, from midday to 1 p.m. here outside Southern Cross Station in Melbourne at the corner of Collins and Spencer Street. Bolster the numbers, show the authorities that you think the right to freedom of assembly is important. Contact the Premier's office, contact your local state parliamentarian, contact your federal parliamentarian, contact the ACTU, contact Greg Combay from IFM Investment Group, contact the local superannuation fund, find out if they've got investments with the IFM group, and tell them your displeasure about what's happening, about them being involved in this constant 20-year battle to restrict people from actually freely congregating outside Southern Cross Station and reducing public space to 90 centimetres, and that 90 centimetres is now being blocked by these bollards, which I agree with. I've got no problems with that, but at the very least we should be able to give out literature right up to the white line there, which is about 2 metres, and that's all we're asking. 90 centimetres to 2 metres. It's little to ask for, but without your help we won't even know how to struggle. Listen, next week, have a look at me. I'm sartorially elegant today. I was asked to dress up by Kelly, the producer. She said, Joe, it's about time you went up market, because our problem is the people who are watching you are not the rich and famous. We need the rich and famous, and they're only interested in the outside of an individual. Unlike me, I'm interested in your soul and what you think and how you feel. They're only interested in the externals. So keep watching the YouTube channel, Public Interest Before Corporate Interest. Tune in next week. It's about 30 or 40 presentations there. Tell your friends about it. If you don't tell your friends about it, nothing is ever going to change. Thank you. See you next week. Well, you'll see me. Fortunately, I won't see you.